Hello, everybody. This is the Jackal's Lair, and the boys. I would like to introduce Aries bodies by one.
We have Killer Chronic right here.
Oh, I thought we were going down the list from the top. Laquan, or Laquan, however you want to say my name.
Diclonius, or as some people would say, Dicklicious.
And now we have the based Oslo, who is currently busy, but he should
Shalom.
be. Oh, hey guy.
There he is.
Shalom.
And we have Wicked Zombie up in this biatch.
With no e's at all in his name because for reasons unknown.
It's zombie. Just like iZombie show.
Are we going for like a weekend vibe with the N? Do we just skip the E?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All
Right.
right,
No homo, but anybody tell you got like a smooth, sexy ass voice. If you was around my girl, I'd be highly ready to fight. Cause I'd be scared that you would like smooth talk my girl panties off.
I appreciate the compliment, and that's as far as I will take this discussion.
You could be one of those late night radio hosts.
Goddamn, like this man could do a whole radio show just by himself, and the ladies would just, oh my god, please take me.
This is Laquan, and you're listening to Jacqueline Moore.
Alright, so the topic today is currently about we all, most of us seen the Xbox game show, and a lot of people is disappointed in how Hello looks straight up like trash, like this shit doesn't even belong on the OG Xbox. Like this shit look like it belongs.
That's a fucking exaggerate. That's a turbo nerd exaggeration.
To be fair, it's a demo. It's still about 4 months from release. It's running at 4K 60, and they had to tone
That's
down
a
some
fucking
graphics
turbo.
settings.
To call it, to cry about it, come get fucking real.
I don't believe at all that was at 4K 60. I don't believe that at all.
I mean, I showed you a 4K 60 the other day.
Hey Wiggy, you want to explain what Microsoft gave?
They said it wasn't running on a Series X, that was running on a mid-range PC.
Alright.
So in other words, just build yourself a decent PC and you'll get better graphics.
It's another video game. It's Halo. That grappling hook looks fun as hell.
Very true.
Well, we're not saying it doesn't look fun. We're just saying that the visuals weren't there.
What does
All right,
it look
can I ask you a
bad
question?
compared to?
Could you tell what the fuck you were shooting at? Could you tell what the fuck was going on?
I seen the video like 3 different times. I ain't know what the fuck was going on.
I saw it pretty clearly. Game looked fine to me.
Okay, base, explain it to
If that game could run.
Hey, you sure your chicken ain't burning, base?
No, my chicken's fucking fine. Am I allowed to share a screen?
Yeah.
Yes,
Fantastic.
you should be able to.
Oh shit! There we go. God damn. There we go.
Fantastic.
I was just about to pull it up, but yeah, I would love for you to do it on your.
Yeah, I played that video.
Yeah.
the other day.
Lord knows I'll have to do it.
You just have to click on his screen share because you have to go live now to share screens on Discord.
Okay, there we go.
Alright. Let's watch this. Tell me where you were visually confused.
To be
Where
fair,
your eyes were just too wheelchair bound.
You mind cutting the video down a tad bit, please?
You might cut the sound down on your video a little bit.
to be fair,
You can always edit this in post.
No, so we can hear each other. That's what we're asking.
I'm just.
to be fair, it's a
I mean, they said there was no ray
of a
tracing in
4K
here
video.
either.
Who needs ray tracing? All of the graphics cards in existence, besides 3 of them, and their spin-offs don't have ray tracing. So
Bro, I
we're
can't.
consoles that didn't have ray tracing before this generation. Big ups to those. Where's your ray tracing on Xbox One or PS4 right now?
I
It's non-existent right now.
I would rather have performance and stability over fancy ray tracing any
That's
fucking
not
day of the week.
true by any
But they
means.
said ray tracing is supposed to be a day one patch though.
Hey, can we get a pause right here?
Again, it's an early build of the game.
I would like to state this fact. Why this character look like he's a character from the Fallout original series, like Fallout 1 and 2?
Oh wow.
Are we just exaggerating everything?
What are you talking about? Do you want me to pull up a character from Fallout?
I mean, he kind of does.
Okay, are we talking
resemble
graphics wise or the character model
the
himself?
character model.
character model.
Okay,
Oh wait, he
that's
looks like
cool.
a dude with a beard looks like another character with a dude with a beard. Oh, wait.
Now I will.
No, seriously. Right now, when I'm looking at it, it looks like a character model from the original Fallout series.
Now I want to say this: they're over exaggerating part when people want to compare this to
Killzone Shadowfall.
No. The Last of Us. Him versus Joe. I like. First of all, Naughty Dog use capture soft.
They use mocap.
So comparing Halo to any Naughty Dog game, nah, that's not a fair comparison. Microsoft do not have that technology, or won't go to Sony to buy their technology so they can use it as well.
Well, I mean, they do have the technology. I just don't think they use it as often as they should.
Then I don't believe they have the technology. I'm sorry, but anyway, you continue to play the video, bro.
Alright.
Again, 720 stream of a 4K video.
The lighting's pretty impressive.
I know because Discord doesn't stream 4K.
Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you.
I posted a link to the video in the chat in general.
You're out there on your own.
If you
You'd still be out
can
there
pull it up in
with
4K.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen it in 4K.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the banished.
Again, it doesn't look bad. Sure, the grass textures are a little
We're
weird,
outgunned,
but fuck, people
outnumbered.
bought PUBG.
I mean, this
Yeah, exactly. Graphics don't make games.
okay. This doesn't look bad, but if I'm gonna spend another $4.99 on a console, this is not what I'm looking for. But the top of this is graphics shouldn't matter at this point.
Please.
No, it really shouldn't. We've reached this point where the arms race of graphical fidelity is
at a standstill.
minuscule, and it's tiny improvements at best.
Yeah,
Focus
it's
on stability, bringing interesting games to as many people as possible, and having them play with as many people as possible.
Hey, do you mind like
And the
skipping to
gameplay.
the gameplay to the part that?
Sure,
the
bud. Yeah, let's just jump ahead. Let's
Focus
see
on the
here.
gameplay. That's what matters.
Those trees look pretty
If
confusing.
if you pay attention to
look like
when this vehicle
shit.
jumps, when this vehicle
Oh,
jumps
yeah.
that ramp, there's some popping at the bottom. Think about that.
Popping.
Popping
Grass
and
pops in.
everything, to be honest.
I mean, I will
it's a
say,
demo.
I will say this: the skybox looks amazing.
It does. The game itself, the gameplay looks great. The fucking frame rate looks steady. I mean, the game overall
With the
looks
pop
fucking
ins,
great.
though.
Yeah, but people been bitching about that popping. They make this a meme, man. They made this game a meme.
I mean,
Okay.
I will admit, if I had an Xbox, I
Presidencies.
would probably play this.
Okay, is
It's
this,
free on Game Pass.
I know I'm gonna play this. Look how cool this is.
Yeah, but I don't have an Xbox, so
You have
It's
a
on Windows
PC.
10.
I have a PC.
Does it run Windows 10?
Yeah, Windows
You
10
have
Game Pass.
$5.
I mean, I'm more interested in Avowed than anything. Avowed looked fucking nice, and it was an entire CG trailer.
Valve.
That was fucking awesome. And the leaks that we recently got. make
hey,
that
hold
game
on.
look
Is that the gorilla that people was talking about?
Yeah.
They
The
could
one
have
that
done a
looks
way.
like Thanos.
They could have done a way better job at that. That's crazy.
But also their excuse was this game was originally made for Xbox One, and they're porting it to Series X. That was their original excuse.
Yeah, I do remember. seeing something like
I
that.
mean, if it was on Xbox One, this game would be visually impressive as fuck due to the open worldness.
Okay, we got the point now. We can stop.
Can we also bring up the idea that Rockstar?
Hey, hold on. Hold that thought. Hey, we could stop playing the video now. Oslo.
Oslo dead.
Probably stuff to read it.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Just click on the
Just hit
image,
stop
right
watching.
click, and stop watch.
like shit was hurting my ears. All right.
I mean, the game looks great from a gameplay perspective. The gameplay looks crisp, sharp due to the constant 60 frames. I'm not taking that away from it, but visually, a lot of people are complaining that it looks like a 360 game. They're saying Halo 5 looks better than Halo Infinite.
Smaller world size on a current
linear
gen
on
console.
on a
That's
linear
finished
scale.
release.
Yeah,
That's been patched from release. How long ago? 2 years.
And then you got the Sony camp saying that look at our games compared to your games. You got Halo Infinite. Yeah, your games look so good. And I'm like, Ratchet and Clank didn't look that good. It looked like a kiddie cartoon.
Well, that's Ratchet and Clank, though.
Again, smaller scale.
Right?
Exactly.
It's
And
just a
Halo
platformer.
Infinite is a large scale game because it said you can explore the entire ring.
Excuse me. From what I've heard, Sony brung nothing but little kids games. But Microsoft didn't even fucking show trailers for some of their games. Like Fable, people was hyped for Fable. But it was like, that wasn't even a trailer. That was just a fucking title.
They had announcement trailers in the PlayStation 1 too.
Yeah, they had plenty of announcement trailers actually.
That's all they are. State of Decay was an announcement trailer.
I mean, even Little Big Planet that showed a little bit of gameplay was still an announcement trailer because it wasn't enough real gameplay. It was just CGI gameplay.
Yeah.
But you asked me earlier, Jackal, if all I play are trash games.
I was just making fun of you when I said that.
I know. I know most people call indie games trash, but if we're talking graphics versus gameplay, then look at anything Devolver Digital.
Oh, you know what? Since I got people here now,
Guacamelee was amazing.
Hey, since I got 4 other people here, hey, I asked a question to Wicked 2 times already. If an indie developer was coming out with a game that had a not a visual appealing game, but everything else was fucking perfect.
Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Minecraft.
Minecraft is a perfect example of games like that.
Stardew Valley.
Hold on. Everything perfect when it comes down to story, frame rates, ray tracing, everything, but the graphics wasn't visual appealing. And he had a survey out, what generation of graphics would you prefer for this game to have? You go from the Atari all the way to the OG Xbox and PlayStation 2. Which generation would you choose?
I chose OG Xbox.
I'd probably choose something like Super Nintendo.
PS1. So that way you can port it to everything without any actual graphical overhead, and you're golden.
Fair enough.
Which is why Dusk and Medieval are great. Gloomworld too.
PS2.
I did not think about that because I had chose PS2. Because if I have to downscale it just to have everything else perfect, I would go with PS2. Excuse me.
That is also a fair choice too. Because I mean, I have actually played some pretty shitty looking PlayStation 2 games, but they played like flawless.
Yes, sir. And I have the most memorable times between Dreamcast and Dreamcast and PlayStation 2. But speaking about Dreamcast now, we don't have enough Dusk. I haven't seen that game in a while. We just don't have enough games. I mean, we just don't have enough stuff in it because Dreamcast brought something really unique to the party. Even though a lot of us were sick of the memory cards, Dreamcast is the only company that brought out a memory card that was useful outside of just to put it in the controller. Do anybody?
PlayStation had a memory card like that. But it was for like certain games. I think one of them was for like Final Fantasy VII. And it was basically for like Chocobo World or something like that. You can train your Chocobo and then bring it into the game. It's weird.
I do not remember that. I'm looking it up now. Did it have a name or just type in?
I can't remember the name, but I remember seeing like screenshots of it in like old what was it, like video game magazine or EGM.
I've never seen. What was it like? The same thing with the pocket monster. You walk around and get your Pokemon experience points.
Talking Monster Rancher.
Oh, Monster Rancher was pretty cool. Not everybody know about Monster Rancher. That's pretty shit. That shit was pretty good.
And then you popped in different game discs and tried to get like different monsters, I think.
Oh my god, yes. I can't believe
See?
somebody else remembered that. Oh man. Decipher. My non-spelling names. What's up, man? Oh, you got.
Yo, what up?
Hey, bro.
Oh, hey guy, how's it going?
So
Well, let me fix my headset real quick.
Oh, you actually sound pretty good right now.
Right?
I think he had to fix it so he could hear us.
Yeah, I got it now.
Well, one thing is we just don't have enough. We just don't have enough invitation with new technology that brings something new to the table. We just have a lot of the same thing going on with everybody refusing to bring something new to the table. Nintendo is the only people that will try something new where other people call it gimmicks.
You said Nintendo?
Yeah, Nintendo's the only people that's bringing something new to the table and not scared I cannot pronounce that fucking word. It's not scared to bring something new to the table. Everybody else is just following. Microsoft and Sony are just following each other, and Nintendo is the only person that's doing his own thing.
Yeah, Nintendo's innovated pretty much its entire legacy.
Yes, we need some more innovative shit other than the same old.
And I don't
Just to
think
name you out, the Labo, Big Ups Cardboard.
I don't think the PS5 looking like a network router's innovation.
I mean, I think it more looks like an Alienware PC, in my opinion.
Good point.
I'm not really pressed on how it looks, as long as it performs
I
well.
mean, people weren't too jazzed about the PS4's original design.
I wasn't.
So people get warm. People get used to stuff. People warm up to stuff.
Or the Xbox One, how it looks like a VCR.
Yeah, but that's what redesigns are for. That's what slimmer versions are for.
Or how the PS5 was supposed to look like a bedpan.
A piece of pain.
I think he said bedpan. I think that is the right analysis.
Or back when like the PS3 had that boomerang controller.
Oh god, I seen that thing and I was like, how the hell are you supposed to be able to play with that?
I know.
Hey,
I'm so glad they changed it.
A lot of people asked how was you supposed to play with a Nintendo 64 controller. I was highly confused because I was able to play games on that just fine.
Yeah, no, that there was an extra button like on the back too. I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
You mean the world's worst controller ever made?
I just didn't like the design of it.
everybody
Or
was
the
able to
Wii U
use that. They
gamepad.
could play with that. Play with the controller.
Just because you can use it doesn't mean it's not terrible.
Yeah,
Right.
give them the effort for try.
That
That's what I always give Nintendo. They'll always try their fucking damnedest for innovation's sake.
that
I don't have a
interactive
problem with
memory
that.
card thing I was talking about is called the Pocket Station.
Pocket Station.
Oh, kind of like the VMU.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like you can literally plug it into your PlayStation, use it as the memory card, or you could take it out and then you play it like a small, like little mini game type thing.
Okay, so I never seen this before, but this is pretty cool. Give me a second. So so Dreamcast and PlayStation 2 did something really cool that I never. Where could you buy this? Because I've never seen it.
It was never released in the U.S. It was Japan only.
Of course not.
That's so
Weebs only. Sorry.
It's straight up Japan. It was straight up Japan only.
So how do y'all feel about Microsoft's proprietary memory for the Series X based upon PlayStation's having 3 different companies develop a internal SSD you got to replace yourself in the PS5?
They gotta make money somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do y'all feel like that Microsoft may overprice this too much to be like a like the
Microsoft kind of does anyway.
Because remember the Vita and Sony had a problem with the proprietary memory where they overpriced the memory card way too much.
Vita also the problem of having no fucking games besides Persona 4 Gold and a bunch of niche JRPGs.
I mean, they had Assassin's Creed Liberty.
And wait, and Uncharted Golden Abyss.
And PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale.
Ooh!
And a Killzone.
Bringing out the heavy hitters.
But didn't that PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale also on PS3?
I had them both. Yeah, you buy the PS3 version, you get the Vita version. I 100%ed them both and got platinum for both of them.
That was the best part of the Vita, was the idea of cross-buy.
Yeah. I mean, I played Killzone on there. I played a lot of fucking PlayStation 3 games on my Vita.
I've never even touched a Vita.
And you need to touch a Vita. You need to touch a Vita.
There was a point where I was like, I want to buy a Vita because I want, to play some games, when I'm not at home. But then I was like, what games do I want to play on this thing?
Yeah.
I would rather have
a lot of good indie game ports.
I would rather have a PSP at that point. You know what I mean? Because because to me, all I wanted to play when I was, playing portable games was like RPGs. I never wanted anything that was, action packed and all that kind of stuff, because why? I mean, I like my RPGs. So, why not? I just want a PSP.
Yeah.
Don't give me a Vita where it has all these other options, because I'm not going to use those other options. I just want to play my RPGs.
I agree with certain with a handheld game, there's only a certain amount of games I want to play on that game, but that's my fault, not the company's fault. Like, I cannot play a racing game on the handheld. I got to play that on a TV or monitor.
I agree.
You gotta play with the controller or an actual wheel
with the motion controls.
But my thing is, I don't like most racing games because the only racing game I really like is Forza.
I was just playing that Horizon 4. I love that game.
Need for Speed, baby, all the way.
Do you play it with a controller or an actual steering wheel?
I mean, if you can help me find a good steering wheel, I would love to use one. For right now, I'm just using a controller.
I remember Logitech back in the day had a really good wheel that was like compatible with everything.
Yeah.
Is somebody eating popcorn?
I actually got to play an arcade version of Need for Speed Underground. That shit was fun.
Like Underground 2 was my shit back in the day.
Like it was an arcade machine complete with steering wheel and brake and clutch and all that good stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is great.
Dog, I need some fucking weed. Okay, cool.
You just said you need some weed?
Yes, but so
I'll give you some. Don't worry.
Hey, so I'd like to bring this conversation back. So what are y'all thoughts about the whole frame rate issues that it's like 2020? There's still an argument about 30 versus 60 when there's TVs that hits 120 frames per second. Might cost
they have FreeSync.
And FreeSync.
All right, I'm gonna be frank with you. I don't even care about frame rates or graphics. For me, it's the gameplay that matters.
Who's saying this? I could directly talk to you.
Draconius.
Draconius. You mean Diglicious? I almost said his name did right that time.
It don't matter, man, if you want to say my name right or wrong.
So
for me, it's gameplay that matters. I mean, you can have a good looking game, but if it don't play right, it's just a good looking turd.
Yeah.
And this is where I keep saying that this problem needs to be fixed. Frame rates per second doesn't always have to do with graphics or how your game look. Have you? My first time figuring out how 30 frames per second suck balls is when I was playing The Witcher. And the PS4, The Witcher does not play that good. A lot of motherfucking times, I was playing a fucking slideshow. Especially in the most important time where I'm supposed to be fighting monsters, I'm sitting there getting my ass kicked because my fucking character isn't moving fast enough to dodge.
Well, I mean, I think they did fix that up. I mean, I played The Witcher 3. I never completed it. I never got all that far into it. But when I played it, it was playing, smooth. So I guess that when you played it, wait, when did you play it? Did you play it on launch?
No, I played it around 2017.
What did you play it on?
PlayStation 4.
Oh, I think 60 should be the minimum. And if your game has to look like a PS2 game to run at 60 frames, then so be it. 30 is too fucking low. I play on PC, and 30 frames gives me a headache.
Then explain the amazing Spider-Man on PlayStation 4.
Like, I think you guys have said that there was no game.
What that is.
On the PS4.
Spider-Man on PlayStation 4 looks like it's running at 60 frames per second, but it's actually running at 30 frames.
30 with a lot of motion blur?
They're using some kind of weird
black magic. It's actually voodoo.
Okay, we'll call it that. We'll call it that.
No, it's not. Yeah. I'm not calling it that. That's what it actually is. It's voodoo. Okay. There's a guy in Insomniac that sacrifices orphan children to make the technology optimized.
Wow, that's dark.
Yeah, bro.
They did the same thing with Sunset Overdrive.
Like, I didn't know this until I was told, but there's one game on the PS4 that I know of that has ray tracing, and that's Control.
I never played that.
Me either.
I got it on my Xbox.
It's made by Remedy. It's pretty much like it's within the same universe as Alan Wake.
Okay.
And you know what?
I might.
I did not know that. The same.
I thought it took place like after that one game they made for Xbox. What is it? Quantum Break.
It came out after Quantum Break, but it's from what because I've beaten the whole game. I platinumed it, and there are files that actually reference like Alan Wake and the town of Bright Falls.
What game is this?
Control.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on Xbox too.
I mean, I know that Quantum Break references Alan Wake a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could just sit there and watch the TVs in Quantum Break, and they will literally show like trailers that look like it could be Alan Wake 2.
And thank God Alan Wake is on Game Pass. Love you, Xbox. Thank you for that.
In regards to frame rate and motion sickness, do you think FOV sliders should be normalized? Because
oh yeah,
yes.
The more options you give people, the better.
That's why I said
if the option is there to give them, you might as well give it to them.
That's
like FOV should be a thing in console games, not just PC.
Exactly.
That's why I said everything else other than graphics needs to be improved and worked on.
Especially computer AI.
Oh, you know what? That's the next topic right there. If y'all done when y'all done talking about it for a second.
2 seconds.
Yes,
should consoles? I mean, the answer is obviously yes, but should they have more options than just performance and pretty mode?
Definitely should.
Or HDR for
I feel like we should at least get to the point where development-wise, the PC port and the console port should be pretty hand in hand.
Yeah.
And if they're not, then
I think maybe reworking controls and tweaking things here and there. But if you can give them as many PC options on the console port, that's just going to make the console people happy.
Yeah,
and that just means more people are playing your game.
I just think that it should be. 60 should always just be the bare minimum, and 120 should be the new goal for consoles to try to reach.
You said 120, or
At least 100 or 120.
I would fucking lower my expectations and even say 90.
Okay, that'd be fair too.
Yeah, like I think if
like
you take
aim
a
for
bunch of
90.
half steps, you'll get there quicker than trying to take the big step and stumble.
Oh, but you know what? I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm just saying for $4.99 or even $5.99 would they charging for these consoles? I'm no longer accepting the bare minimum where I'm paying $4 or $5.99 per console, and then they now want to charge $70 per game now. I mean, everybody should be on the same bandwagon. Hey, we demand more. We want more. 30 frames and 60 frames. So it's
people
no
that
longer
want
cut.
go get a PC.
Right.
60 should be the minimum.
Fuck, I might even change that to 90 should be the minimum. And
yeah.
90, if it drops to 60 because things are rendering in, big ups. At least you're still at.
Isn't that what the SSD for? So it wouldn't be. So that wouldn't happen. Because remember, that's what Sony is praising the SSD for.
I'm not a tech guy, but I think your RAM has something else to do with that as well, not just your hard drive. You can have as fast a hard drive you want, but if your RAM is shit, you're still not loading in quick enough, and you're still gonna get frame drops, rendering issues, big ups.
Did you say big ups?
Yeah, big ups.
Yeah.
Excuse me. For this customized graphics card, and y'all can't see the quotes I'm doing. These customized graphics cards and CPUs, like this should be able to handle basic ass shit. If you want to say these consoles is mid to high range PCs that's able to keep up with a fucking 2080.
They're definitely not keeping up with the 2080.
That's the claims they trying to say.
That's dead.
Unless I'm confusing AMD new graphics cards again.
No, like if they were gonna have something that would match a PC, they wouldn't sell it for like $500.
There's articles that say the Xbox Series X matches mid to high range PCs. There's plenty of articles that say that though.
Do you know the amount of PC combinations or PC spec combinations?
I know. I'm just telling you what articles tell these fanboys.
And that's actually fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not really believing anything on these things where they match the PC, PC race and all that. And no, I can't.
I shared one article with Jackal the other day that tried to say that the RDNA 2 card inside the Series X is comparable to a 2080 Ti. Remember, Jackal?
Yeah. Remember when they were saying that the PS4 Pro would be a 1080 Ti?
Yeah, I remember that shit, and that was entirely wrong.
All right, so
what's the
I'm sorry.
Xbox One? No, continue. You're good.
I have a 2080 in my system, and I know damn well, like that fucking GPU inside the PS5 and Series X ain't gonna compare to that shit.
Mm-hmm. So the agreement is that 60 should be the bare minimum.
Can I correct that? Say that 90 should be the target, and if it drops to 60, you're good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Origins on the Xbox One X, and I hate the 30 frames aren't that noticeable, but at the same time, you can notice it.
I want to drink.
What are you playing it on?
The Xbox One.
Xbox One X.
How far is your TV?
If I were to look at it right now, it is pretty close.
Arm's length?
Not arm's length, no. It's hold on, I can show you on video. I can't. About this far from me.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's not too far from me, but that's far for like.
That'd be like way too close for me because my TV's mounted, so I have to like basically play from my bed.
Yeah.
Because it was straining my eyes big time.
But I set this close because this is just how my room is set up for a 43-inch television.
It's like close as hell to my TV. Only because I got like eye problems alone. So
I thought it was because you're always high.
no. Like I'm legally blind. So I gotta sit like close to the TV to even have a chance.
Yeah.
And
So
my
you're pretty.
and my TV is like a 42-inch. And I'm sitting close as hell to it.
I'll give you one of those edibles, and you'll be more than legally blind.
I would be completely blind.
Hey,
I'll be walking around like Stevie Wonder, just where is everything?
I mean, people that was in the group with me yesterday would tell you that I was fucked up.
He was beyond fucked up. He was the most fucked up I've ever seen him.
Well, it's 500 milligrams. I mean, come on.
Hey, when y'all get a chance, check what I just posted up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
About the whole Pizza Hut thing.
Yes.
It's so awesome.
Oh wow.
Shut up with your tasting pizza. Not enough sauce using ass. That's why Pizza Hut is better. How you get at war with Domino's for their opinion? You play no games when you have enough time to argue with Domino's. Nigga, I barely have time to argue with console fanboys, let alone a fucking pizza company because of their opinion.
I mean, I argue with them. Domino's sucks.
It really does.
It does suck, but their opinion that next gen looks like that, I mean, I'd have just let that slide. Like, shit, they got more money than me. I ain't gonna sit there and argue with these motherfuckers when I got Persona 4 to finish.
So Dark Smurf didn't like what I posted up as a gift, apparently.
Who the fuck is Dark Smurf?
Dacky.
I don't know.
Dacky
Dacky Smurf.
Oh, the little kitty. I love him.
Yeah, but look what he's doing.
Yeah, sure. Just the kitty is what we're looking at, huh?
I'm looking at everything but the kitty.
I got my new headset racially too pretty. Is Dark Smurf a female?
Hey, Chris, is that your headset you broke the other night?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's Cypher. Is that your broken headset?
No.
Yes, it is. Okay, so to move on now, Wiki, you want to bring this topic up about the AI?
About what?
About the AI? What Microsoft is doing?
Y'all have heard of Microsoft's deep machine learning that they're supposed to be implementing on the new RDNA 2 technology coming out soon, right?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Last time I heard about Microsoft and AI was Tay.
They're supposed to be developing this machine learning program, and this machine learning program is supposed to improve AI function overall by tenfold or some shit. And it's supposed to not only improve AI function, but it's also supposed to improve. It's kind of like NVIDIA's DLSS, where it's also supposed to like improve like in-game quality too. You know what I mean? DLSS. Y'all know what DLSS is?
I reckon you're gonna tell us.
Well, I can't tell you off the top of my head because it's been so long since I know what DLSS is. Was deep learning super sampling.
How about we use these things to look at tits creepily to do a little research here?
I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, if y'all can help me look for that, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll do the research. Sure.
Yeah, because I'm not on my computer at this moment. I'm like on the other side of the room.
Yeah, DLSS, right, Einsteins?
Yeah.
What is DLSS?
Right now.
And machine learning is supposed to be, it's supposed to be machine learning. It's supposed to be Microsoft's answer to this that they're implementing on Windows 10, Xbox Series X, and so forth. That's supposed to help with not only the AI but the in-game quality of the games itself, and it's supposed to like load certain things where DLSS is supposed to pick out certain parts of the game and load what's necessary for that part of the game or some shit and make the AI better.
DLSS stands for
I got you.
Deep
I got you as well.
Learning
Hey.
Okay, you got me? Okay, thank God. High five. Ready? High five.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
We did it.
Your arm, I'm sorry, I missed.
That's all right.
Deep learning super sampling.
This spot in NVIDIA. You sure Microsoft is doing this?
Is an NVIDIA
They're
RTX
doing a
technology.
machine learning thing. They're doing like a machine learning type thing where it's similar to DLSS.
Okay, let
That
me
uses
scroll.
the power of AI to boost your frame rates in games with graphically intensive workloads. With DLSS, also known as Deep Learning Super Sampling, gamers can use higher resolutions and settings while still maintaining solid frame rates. How does DLSS work? Answer. The DLSS team first extracts many aliased frames from the target game, and then for each one, we generate a matching quote unquote perfect frame using either super sampling or accumulation rendering. These paired frames are fed to NVIDIA's supercomputer. The supercomputer trains the DLSS model to recognize aliased inputs and generate high quality anti aliased images that match the quote unquote perfect frame as closely as possible. Then we repeat the process, but this time we train the model to generate additional pixels rather than applying AA or anti aliasing. This has the effect of increasing the resolution of the input. Combining both techniques enables the GPU to render the full monitor resolution at higher frame rates. Link is in general.
Oh, thank you, Laquan.
Yeah, and Microsoft's supposed to be developing a similar technology to this called machine learning or some shit.
Well, I feel like a big tech super giant like Microsoft, if they see someone else developing it, they're going to go to their nerds and like, hey, do what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're working on it.
They've done this with AI algorithms. This is common practice.
So
it's kind of like their xCloud thing. I'm really excited about the xCloud.
So the reason I'm really excited about this because it's a really cool idea because not too many games have good AI or AI that learns from you. The only games I know of that does this is the Left 4 Dead series. As long as you playing it on the internet, the game will learn your gameplay style and will straight get really harder and harder because it's learning how you play in order to fucking hunt and kill you. Forza, I'm sorry.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
I think Forza does the same thing, but people call that rebounding to continue to get harder and harder for you.
Drivatars are a thing in Forza. I'm pretty sure that learns your driving ways.
Yeah, Drivatars are such a huge thing in Forza.
Yes.
They learn from your exact movements and they imitate it depending on what level you got your game on.
Yep. So
I know Oslo's excited for Stalker 2, which
Stalker 2, yeah, Stalker 2,
baby. I really wish they did a remake for the 3 games that have a Stalker. Because that game is kind of hard.
How much they worked on that game and how much they spent reworking that engine, delaying that game, pushing it back, bug testing. I think the remaster would be fucking suicidal.
That's a remaster. I mean,
Stalker 2 because the Stalker 2 was originally canceled.
Yeah, I'm glad that Microsoft. I'm glad Microsoft either bought the studio or bought the license to be able to release this game. Got some dipwick named Bobby that thinks.
I don't think GSC Game World is independent. Let's find out. Let's do
you got some
more
dipwick
research.
that's named Bobby talking about that the game is going to be canceled again because look how long it took him. Well, look how long Final Fantasy took to come out. 15 to come out, and they finally got this shit up and running. I mean, it's not the best fucking game in the world, but we finally got to play the motherfucker. Look at the remake of Final Fantasy VII. The bitch is finally out. I mean, even though it's a fucking only be played on the PlayStation 4 right now because it's a time exclusive, but the shit is finally out.
And they did a great job on it too.
Oh hell yeah! They did a fucking fantastic job.
It's like this research. GSC is independently owned still. They're not part of the Microsoft collective. So they must have done the big bag of money to be like, yo, you want to announce this here?
Okay.
Which is fine by me because, fuck, man, Stalker 2, whoo!
Like, I've had a hard time playing the first 3 Stalker games because I suck on keyboard and mouse.
Oh, moral of the story, get good. You'll have a really good experience.
You can kiss my arms. Excuse me. Yeah, I could get good, you bastards.
Like I was playing Halo 5 the other day, and Legendary mode was whipping my fucking ass. So I was like, I either had to get good or just stop playing the game.
Honestly, out of all the games I've ever played on mouse and keyboard, I think Halo is the one that comes the most natural to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, look, you got another friend to play Halo with.
4 years feels good.
Like who? Who you talking about?
Easy as hell.
Who's here that said they play Halo?
That was me.
I don't want to talk about that. We already went through trying to play Halo 5 together. He stood me up.
Oh, he stood you up. Was you wearing your cute dress?
Yes. So, to add out anyone who sees this video, if you want to add me on Xbox Live, my name is Wicked Zombie. The same as I spelled on Discord. Just hit me up, PM me, add me as a friend, and I'll be down to play any game with you that's free on Game Pass or that I own.
He's really good at games, y'all.
Quote unquote free on Game Pass, but we don't talk about it.
It's technically, if you pay for the service, it's free on Game Pass.
If you pay for the service, you get the product.
Yeah,
but you're still free technically.
It's just like saying you get free games with PlayStation Plus. You're literally paying for the games on PlayStation Plus.
I mean, the PS Plus games are pretty fucking neat. They're pretty good.
This month or this coming month?
I believe August. We're gonna have Modern Warfare 2 Remaster and the Fall Guys game.
Fall Guys, let's go.
Fall Guys.
I've already said this about the Modern Warfare 2 Remaster, but seriously, why did they just release it as just story? When the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2 was the shit.
I think because they're just like so busy adding on to the latest Modern Warfare, but they're like, let's just leave out the multiplayer from the remastered.
Nobody plays Call of Duty for the story. Nobody.
I don't know, man. Modern Warfare 2.
Nobody plays Battlefield for the story.
Memorable.
Oh yeah.
People really like the Modern. If people wanted any remaster of a current Call of Duty game, it would be Modern Warfare 2.
I thought it'd be Black Ops 2.
Probably Black Ops 1 if they want to campaign again.
I mean, Black Ops 2 had the best zombies.
Yeah, but if they remade that or if they remastered that, they'd just put in story.
Yeah.
Cause screw everybody else who liked the multiplayer. I tried playing the original Modern Warfare remake or remaster.
It's time to feed my son food, but he's
online, and I couldn't do it. Like, literally, you just walk out of somewhere. You don't see anybody, but you get hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that game was just camp. That game is just Camp City. I literally broke a controller over that game.
Yikes.
So, anybody? Oh, damn. Anybody have any wishes for what they would like to see AI to do? Because I have my list of things that I would like to see.
Actually, not suck.
Incorporate.
I thought Lord of the Rings did a good job, though.
Yeah.
With the revenge system.
If people were gonna poke for, I wish more companies would cherry pick that idea because it's super fucking neat. Having in your game remember shit.
I would like to see that too. And Wicked, the Nemesis system is what you're speaking of. The Nemesis system needs to be on more fucking games, especially RPGs. Like that will be.
I like to see that on Assassin's Creed, man.
That will break game history right there. You know how gangster that will be? Like,
especially since Assassin's Creed has all the RPG elements now to it. If like a boss killed you or something, and the whole fucking fort remembered who you were and shit, and got up to your skill level, that would be fucking amazing, especially in Valhalla.
Yes. What I would like to see AI to do really good AI is in like an RPG. So, and especially if you have internet through your system, like let's say you playing Fable 4 and they have this implemented now, especially the fucking Nemesis system. You go into a town and they have new stuff every time you go there because they got better AI. You got the internet installed, so it's a lively city to where you go there, the people is living their life outside of you playing the game. You see new people, residents, and kids, and you see the town is always evolving and building itself. That's the type of shit I would love to see.
I mean, that would be cool for a Fable game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That seems like the next logical step for a Fable game.
Oz, buddy, I know you've been playing a lot of Kenshi lately. How's the AI in that game?
Kenshi has very interesting AI where it doesn't give a fuck. It's robust. It has the same thing where I think it reminds me a lot of the Stalker AI, where it can do very much similar things that you can do as the player.
So
And I think if you
basically,
give
what you're saying is it just gets over top you like a bully does and just beats the shit out of you.
well, that's Kenshi. It's a very oppressive game. But I think if you give AI and the player equal footing, it can make a single player world feel way more lived in, way more immersive. And I feel like that's what we can really do with AI. Take every half step companies and developers have taken with AI and just see how far we can step that farther.
What about that Cyberpunk?
With everything, I'm waiting for that game to come out and play it in my hands at this point.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed, but they announced that game in 2013. It's 2020. They've talked enough. I've heard enough. I am ready just to sit down and play that because that's the closest we're going to have to a Deus Ex game in a long fucking time.
When I seen the game, I was not impressed with it. First person game with jaggy ass fighting.
I've seen that fucking game, Gamer Girl. Fuck that game.
What game?
Mm-hmm.
What game are you talking about, Jack?
I'm talking about Cyberpunk. It just doesn't look good, especially when you fight in first person. Like there's so many first person games that's better fighting mechanics, and that Cyberpunk just does not look good.
Could you throw me like 3 examples?
You said show you 3 examples?
Yeah.
Just name them off. I could throw up YouTube.
Yeah, just go to YouTube. IGN would be the one that I seen.
IGN sucks.
What game?
I like
Yeah,
nerds
it's
on
not-
IGN.
I mean, IGN do suck. I agree with you, but that does not. That does.
So that's
not
why we're
deflect
going to
what
it first.
That does not deflect what I just said though.
Yeah, it does.
First person games with better melee combat, you said?
Yes.
Specifically melee.
From what I've seen, the melee did not look good.
I can name 2 right now. Chivalry and Mordhau. Both melee focused games.
Oh
And,
no!
Some would argue Kingdom Come
No, I
Deliverance.
think you misunderstood me. Cyberpunk melee did not look good.
Oh, I know, and I said to name
Yeah,
like 3
we had
examples
to
of
give you
better
examples.
melee.
Oh, I'm
better
sorry.
melee, what you think perceive as better
Yeah.
melee. Because
Oh,
mind you, I don't
oh,
think
yeah,
any of
this-
us have played Cyberpunk.
Oh yes, there's good games with first person first person with good melee. I'm just stating that there's some good games that Cyberpunk could have copied of, but failed to do so.
I mean, game's not out yet.
I mean, I don't want a game to copy.
You
Something.
right. I mean, you're right, but I
want
prefer
it.
anything
I want
other
it.
than
I
what
want it
Cyberpunk
to
brings
be
to the
its
table.
own, and have its own feel. And I think that's what Cyberpunk is going for.
Okay, cool.
I was just saying we're gonna get to a Deus Ex game.
They got Chivalry too.
CD
Did I
Projekt is
play
the
that?
only RPG companies to really care about quest design anymore. So fuck, I'll take some janky first-person combat.
Mm-hmm. But I will
I'm
say
not
this.
gonna cry about it.
I will say this. CD Projekt Red needs to slow down on the advertisement for this game because the game comes out in November.
It's fine.
I have been seeing ads for this game since May.
And it was announced in 2013.
Yes. I am sick and tired of seeing ads. I am sick and tired of Twitter. I'm not talking about it on Twitter.
Get off Twitter.
And I'm
I am
sick and tired of
mass marketing and mass communication.
I am sick and tired of it showing up on my Twitter every single time I roll the page.
So mute hashtag
Get
Cyberpunk.
Adblock. Get Adblock.
I do have Adblock. It doesn't work on Twitter.
Clearly you don't.
Mute hashtag Cyberpunk.
Well, it
Bro,
doesn't work on Twitter when you're on your phone.
I need a fucking ad block because I can barely keep the ass off of YouTube, and I got ad block. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
What browser are you using?
Google Chrome.
Dude, I'm using Google Chrome. I do not get ads on YouTube whatsoever.
All right, so when you get a chance, can you send me the link or the name of the ad block you're using? Because
I just go to the Google Chrome store and just get that ad blocker. Yeah. Like, it's free, and it blocks all ads.
What is the name of that shit?
It's called Cock Blocker.
Mine says ad blocker for YouTube. Goddamn, what's the name of this shit?
Dude,
but continue on the conversation while I look for
just get AdBlock Plus. It's free. It'll block every single ad.
That shit did not work for me. But yeah, continue on the conversation so I don't have to edit too much of this.
You're gonna edit this?
This is not live. I have to edit this. I'm not.
You're gonna put effort and actually edit? Wow.
So yeah, that's just. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're not just gonna start stream, record, and end stream?
I'm already recording this.
Yeah.
Oh, big ups. Yeah, quick question about the melee fighting examples. I like first person. I like melee.
Prey had really good first person melee combat. That fucking wrench felt really good to use.
Yeah,
Dying Light.
Dying Light, yes, Dying Light definitely did.
Dying Light had good melee. One I'm thinking
third person view.
One game I'm thinking of specifically is the Condemned series.
Oh man, that was good.
I mean, I like the melee in both of those games, but I like the melee specifically in Condemned 2.
I don't think. Oh shit, my boy! What's up, Ice?
Hey, what's up? Hey, I was just gonna stop in because I never get a chance to.
Icy Wiener.
Hey, turn that down a little.
Hey, bro, what's your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077 that's going to come out soon?
I mean, yeah, it looks really good. You know what I mean? It looks really, really good. But you know, it's one of those things where you don't want to get too excited because I don't fully trust any developer 110%. I guess is what I'm saying.
I trust Nintendo.
CD Project, it's still kind of hard to be like,
I trust
read the
Nintendo.
reviews.
That's about
How
it.
you guys like Crunch?
Like CD Project, like The Witcher 1 and The Witcher 2, people love those games, but it really wasn't until The Witcher 3 where people really started paying attention.
Because it came to console and had a wider audience base?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. If they can knock it out of the park with this game, then it's like, okay, yeah, like CD Projekt's amazing. But outside of that, I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see, man.
I feel like with the high standard of quality that CD Projekt strives for, if it was dog shit, they'd be like, let's not put this out, or let's push this back even further. Because we've already been waiting almost 7 years at this point. I feel like people can wait another year if they really wanted to push this back. But I feel like this was the last major delay from their massive marketing push. So
hope you're right.
I mean, from what I've seen, I just was a thrill of it, and people say, well, that's IGN. Like, well, IGN took this, played the game, show what they had. I don't see what's the difference from what they play and what they're going to show. What they showing in their own fucking website. I just didn't like what I seen. And I'm just speaking about the gameplay.
You didn't like the gameplay that you've seen for Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
To each their own.
Did you like The Witcher 3?
I like The Witcher 3, and I'm trying to replay it again with mods, and the game does not. I don't know. It keep fucking up with me with the mods.
I don't know if it's fair to compare The Witcher 3 to Cyberpunk.
Oh no, I'm not comparing that out. I'm not comparing that at all.
In a way, I guess you can, since they kind of tie into each other a tad bit.
Do they?
How so?
Yeah.
How so?
I know what you're gonna say. They had that bit with what's her name?
Siri.
The light reference, that Siri reference, yeah, that ties it all together. It's the El Camino to Breaking Bad.
She was there. She was there. She seen that shit.
I know this. I know this video the topic is about graphics shouldn't be important right now, where there's so many things that need to be worked on. But I know from what IGN showed in that video, the graphics look way turned down. It just didn't look appealing to me.
It's probably an early build too.
I hope that's the case.
I hope the COVID didn't fuck the world up enough to where everything is just looking fucked up right now. I'm hoping COVID is to blame for it all.
Bruh, Microsoft not bringing an Xbox X Series to the table.
They said it was because of COVID, man.
COVID has nothing to do with that. You had a whole month to make sure there was a fucking game system at your location to play this. To play Halo Infinity, to show the best possibility how this game is going to be played.
The best showcase of it would have been a 2080 and an i10.
Yeah.
But even then, it's a pre-done game. It's not done yet.
For chilling the fuck out while it catches on fire.
But like, it's still not a done game. You can have the greatest hardware ever, and it's still gonna look the way it looks because it's not done.
Bro, their excuse why the game looked like that was because it was played on a mid-tier PC.
That's fine.
No, it's not. No, sir, it's not fine. I'm not gonna let anybody on here make it that excuse. You had a whole month or two to get to bring a fucking system to your location and play it on the.
Do you think the Series X plays better than a mid to high tier PC right now?
It will at least be the excuse why this shit look like shit. Yes.
Right now.
No, I don't.
You genuinely believe that the Series X plays better? Hold on, Oz. Hold on. Do you think Series X plays better than a 2080 and an i10? If you want to be high tier about it, you want to be mid tier. 1080. 1080 i7 7700.
People believe that shit though.
But sir, that's their excuse why it looked like that, because it was on a PC instead of the Xbox Series.
Who said this?
Microsoft himself.
It was either Aaron Greenberg or that guy with the big beautiful beard.
Were they explaining that it was running on this system because they didn't have a Series X?
Yeah, that's what they were explaining.
Did they say, oh, it looks like trash because
they said the game looked like it did because they was running it on a Windows 10 PC and not an Xbox Series X. That's exactly how they said it.
So it looked better because it was running on a PC. It would have looked worse if it was running on a Series X.
See, that's the thing. They never said if it looked worse or better. They just said the game was running like this because it was running on a gaming PC.
So what you're saying is that it wasn't an excuse. They were just telling you that it was full disclosure running on a PC and not the Series X. Take that information how you will.
People take that information the wrong way. I'm just saying.
I'm saying this. If I'm showing people, hey, these is the games that's come out on a fucking system that's $4.99.
Bro.
Here is the games playing on this said system that's $4.99 instead of the PC that most motherfuckers don't have.
It's also coming out on PC.
Right.
I understand it, but you're not understanding where I'm coming from. And this is what's pissing me off, because it's they selling this system in November. They're selling this system in November. And they want you to go out and buy this new system. Most console players that has Xbox,
it's your choice if you want to buy it or not.
Right.
So if you don't want to buy it because of the Halo demo, that's your choice.
With no price point, no release date, and no pre-order release date either.
Damn, that's sad. This shit got like 2 more months before this shit comes out.
Jackal, you're also forgetting the price point of PlayStation 3 when it came out. And what they were offering.
they was offering
$600.
that shit, but this
$600 for.
But sir, this isn't 2006 no more.
Giant enemy crabs.
And for backwards compatibility.
And that needs to be a top priority for the next console generation. There's such a large backlog for both console manufacturers to take advantage of, and they're really not taking full advantage of it. Both are sitting on fucking gold mines with their back catalog.
I mean, look at Nintendo. Nintendo is doing their thing with their, classic.
Well, they burnt the whole virtual consoles to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
And the only way that what was it? The only way that you can get these classic games is if you buy into their online service.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that's talking about.
And even then, they don't even update it properly.
No, they don't. They don't. 2 games at a time. Like, come on, bro. Y'all can do way better than that.
They don't even do that monthly anymore.
And you don't even keep them either.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Microsoft is somewhat trying the hardest with their backwards compatibility.
Yeah, all three are trying in some capacity, but each 3 are dropping the balls in their own unique way.
Yeah.
So they don't want people to emulate it, but they won't give you the chance to really. Come on, dog. Like y'all fucking up at this point.
I feel like a console to make that space race to the PC, they should probably expand their backlogs because I can play the most recent. I can play one of the most recent PC games right now, or I can go back and play Postal 2 in a fucking second. I can't go back multiple generations on a PS4.
No.
See, what I wish.
Not easily.
What I wish would happen was if PlayStation 5 is doing the whole backwards compatibility thing, then do it for PlayStation 3 as well. Like add PlayStation 3 games to the library.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I have a shit ton of PlayStation 3 games, digital copies of PlayStation 3 games that I can't play no more because I don't have a PlayStation 3, and I don't want to go out and buy a PlayStation 3.
Backwards
And
compatibility.
make it true backwards compatibility, where all you do is buy the disc, insert it, boom.
The PS5
Fuck, I'd be fine with it being like a digital store. Like, hey, here's everything digitally.
None of this PS Now crap.
Cause like
can't
Hey,
get a hold of it.
hold on, y'all.
Can't play God Hand.
Hey, hold on, y'all. LA Quan, what was you trying to say, buddy?
During the PS5 System Specs Deep Dive in March 2020, Mike Cerny revealed that nearly all of the top 100 PS4 games ranked by playtime would be playable on the PS5 at launch. This was later elaborated in a post by Japanese name that I'm not going to butcher on the official PlayStation blog about the PS5 specs. There it was explained that Sony hopes that the majority of the games released for the PS4 will be playable on the PS5. It's important to note that only games from the top 100 games played by the PS4 users will be backwards compatible by launch, and even then the whole list might not be available. This backwards compatible games for the PS5 will steadily grow after the console's release, similar to, we imagine, how the list of 360 games playable on the Xbox One has grown since its debut.
Yep.
On top of this, in May 2020, Eurogame revealed that any game submitted for a PS4 certification after mid-July must also be compatible with the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I'm probably gonna get the Ghost of Tsushima.
Thank you.
Oh,
In general.
That's pretty damn limited.
That is still limited.
Just like the Xbox One was.
Yeah, at least like you start small, and then I guess you can expand upon that. It's better than just being like, we're just gonna lock off that and keep your PS4s around, Goyams.
Does anybody else still want to touch up on AI? Y'all want to go to a different topic?
I mean, we can move on if you want to.
All right, cool.
Let's keep this hype train rolling.
Is that what this is?
What old games would y'all like to see remastered?
Siphon Filter franchise.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean the word remastered because there's a huge difference from remastered and remake.
I want a remake of fucking Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
Okay, that's one person.
Squeak it in. That's all that matters.
All right.
I don't think.
Does it have to be a game or can it be a franchise?
It could be a franchise.
Siphon Filter.
Oh my god!
Franchise.
Yes. Cyber Filter.
Parasite Eve.
That too. I would like to see a remake of Ah, damn! I just had this in my fucking head too. God damn it!
Don't you hate when that happens?
You know what I want to see a remake of? I want to see a remake of that fucking Destroy All Humans.
Well,
Yeah.
that wasn't.
I know, that's why I said it for.
I mean,
I want to see a
it's-
remake of the Getaway and Getaway 2. Those two games was fucking amazing.
I never played Black Monday actually.
Oh my god,
I haven't
emulated dog.
either.
That game is fucking vicious.
I played
But
the
I
first
like-
one.
Yes, I did like how there was no like HUD, so you had to like rely on like the blinking lights.
It's kind of tell you the truth. It is kind of hard to play it right now because I don't know. It's hard to play a lot of PlayStation 2 games with their controls didn't age well. No one
Especially that game.
Yes,
Scarface, the world is yours.
I have not played it.
Ooh, I played that game. I did not like it. Silent Hill.
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
I want to see that walking simulator that Neil Ruckman was in.
Neil Ruckman.
Death Stranding.
Oh hell. Icy Rams. Didn't you play that game?
Which game?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
I'm playing it now. Yeah. Well, not right this second, but I am currently playing it. Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
It's kind of interesting. It's hard to say that a game like this is, I guess, what most would consider fun. But something about it is keeping me playing. I'm not glued to it. Like, I feel like I can put it down, play it for a couple of hours, and then go back and play something else or go to work or whatever. Like, I'm not like fiending for it. It's not like a drug. Like, I'm not dying to play it or anything.
Bro,
It's that walking simulator.
Bro, at least you ain't knowing your family and kid to play Persona 4 like I am.
Games that I want to remake. All of the Tony Hawk series, minus
Yeah.
Proving Ground.
Oh, aren't they already doing 1 and 2?
Wait, really?
2, yes.
You want
Yeah.
Project 8 in there?
Oh, I said not Proving Ground. Project 8, I'm cool with. We talking PS3 or PS2 version?
It doesn't matter.
There's a really good skating game you can play right now called Seasons.
I have
Skate
Sessions.
XL?
Don't have Skater XL.
I've got.
I have Skate 2 hooked up in a PS3 right next to me. And a skateboard behind. So we're golden.
I take a remake of like a complete remake roundup of Thief. Not Thief 4, but the original.
The original.
Yeah.
Oh hell,
That'd be
yeah.
pretty fucking.
I wish there was a mod that it would make it more modern. Like I can't play that like that.
Rebind the keys, it unjanks itself. They're already making the Dream remake, System Shock, so.
Hey, why is Dreams only on PlayStation? Why they ain't bring that to PC?
Now you're begging.
Bro,
Stop begging.
The second party.
The old school Medal of Honor games.
Oh my
PC
Yeah.
port bigger.
Oh, yeah, dude. I would love to play those. I think Airborne's going to go on Steam.
Ooh, big ups.
Speaking
I've
of poor
never played that.
begging, it'd be kind of nice if Microsoft finally got off their ass and put Gears 2 and 3 on PC. Why we have 1, 4, and 5 and not 2 and 3 is
Hold
kind
on,
of strange.
Gears Ultimate doesn't have 1, 2, and 3. I mean,
That's
Gears
just the
Ultimate
first
is
game.
Gears 1.
That's just the first game.
Yeah, that's just Gears
with
1.
all the DLC.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I guess because they didn't want to put old busted ass versions of 360 games on the PC. I'm just saying 360 games look nice for 360 games, but they're on PC. They would have to do like a fucking overhaul to make them,
OG Xbox had a whole rack of good ass games that a lot of people didn't appreciate it or don't even know of.
Stubbs the Zombie.
Which game?
Stubbs the Zombie.
Oh, dude, Zombie, hell yeah.
Oh shit, I ain't heard of that.
Or Grabbed by the Ghoulies. I love that
It's
game.
this weird little game where he plays a zombie.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Singularity is a weird game, but I would love for Raven Software to get the full chance they could at that game and not be rushed at the very fucking end. That game was very fucking unique and was rushed because Activision was like, "Hey, wrap this up and then get consumed by the Call of Duty machine." I know you're Raven Software, you make a bunch of talented shooters, but fuck yourself.
Hey,
Go make DLC maps.
What about Legend of Dragoon?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can keep it the way that it is. I mean, to me, that is just nostalgia.
Yeah.
Bro, they did a.
It's perfectly fine the way it is. It's beautiful the way that it is.
Nah, they gotta do a remake of that, Jake.
No,
I can't.
He wants some Final Fantasy treatment.
I can't play.
I do
that
not.
Game. That's like a PlayStation 1 game.
It is a PlayStation 1 game.
I can't replay that.
I can replay. Dude, I was replaying that game in the PlayStation 3 era.
Oh, hold on for a second, guys. I gotta fucking take off. I gotta go pick up my girl.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I will catch y'all later.
I think one that should be remade with the RE engine, Dino Crisis.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And I never even played the original Dino Crisis either.
Oh man, those games are, well, except for Dino Crisis 3.
So
those games are awesome.
So Capcom refused to do Dino Crisis, but wanted to do Resident Evil 4. I'm like, why would you do Resident Evil 4 when you have so many other games?
I feel like since we got like, this is new Capcom. This is like, we're doing all right, Capcom, Monster Hunter World Capcom. I feel like once they get the Resident Evil 4 remake out of their system, they'll go back to the, what can we remake? And it's like, people want Dino Crisis. There we go.
Well, I mean, people already now want Dino Crisis.
Yeah, but they gotta get the RE4 remake out. They gotta get that out of their system.
Well, whatever happened to Beautiful Joe?
Oh my god, that would be so
like,
cool.
those games were awesome.
Yes,
yeah.
It is.
But the character just died out, I guess.
Sucks. Like, I think the most recent thing I remember was that he was in like a fighting game, like one of the Marvel vs. Capcom games or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was in.
Yeah.
The last game that he was in Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your studio fell through, so kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Feels bad.
So Icy Wins and Decipher and
those
game stuff.
take the rights back.
You know, can I change my answer to what game I want remade?
Oh, you don't have to change your answer. You just throw it out there. What game that you would like to see remade?
Mag, massive action game, PS3.
Oh, dude, the ambition of Mag, hell yeah.
Oh, Mag.
Dude, Mag was in bit. Yes.
Cool.
That was free to play, wasn't it?
No.
I thought it was free to play.
I think it eventually went free to play, but I remember originally it was it was an op-in like, go buy this.
Wait. You know, it kind of resembles Red Dead Redemption. Gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've actually got that. I kind of want to play it over the weekend.
It's a great game.
I played it. I ain't really like it when I first played it. That was on the OG Xbox, right?
OG Xbox, PS2,
and GameCube.
I know we're supposed to be getting what is that?
Went
That
to
comic book style game. 13. We're supposed to be getting that.
Oh yeah.
13 was dope. Give me a remake of Killer 7.
Killer 7? Oh shit, that'd be cool.
And put actual English language in there instead of when people talk, they go Don't give me that. That is annoying. That was like the only thing that really annoyed me about the original game.
You know, impression wasn't easy back in the day.
Wow. Icy Rhymes and Decipher. What games would y'all like to see remake?
Well, I mean, like I already said, like Beautiful Joe. I would love to see a remake.
That was you who said that. That's right.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Those are like two of my favorite Sonic games. I'd like to see those like remade or in some way.
Bruh, you know, those two was my favorite games, but Sonic Adventure 2, I had to say I would not replay that game at all, because the Knuckles and Rouge part, unless you take those two parts off, I would not play that again. I hated those parts.
The treasure hunting for the
Yes.
emeralds.
Yes. I hated it.
It was tedious, but I don't know. I didn't mind it.
The fact that you had to do it within a 3-minute time span just pissed me off.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of time limits either.
Because it'd have been so many times I'm right there next to the fucking
And
emerald,
you can't find it.
and I will be so close, and bam, time's up, and my cursor almost got it.
Yeah, I understand that.
But the boss fights with Sonic Adventure 2 was fucking epic, especially Super Sonic and Super Shadow fighting against Chaos. Bruh, that was my fucking whole childhood right there.
Hell yeah, man.
Remake Majora's Mask and make it actually good.
I was about to say, yeah, because didn't they put that on 3DS?
They ported it to 3DS.
Wait, I own that. I do own that. Okay, yeah.
But like, actually make the game good.
Like it was best for what they had to fucking work with, the 3DS hardware, but they fucked up a lot of weird things. The swimming was very off. It fucked up the whole water temple.
No, I mean just make the game in general good.
Water temple.
I wasn't big on it.
Like I'm not talking about any of these minor things. I'm talking about making the game actually good.
All right,
Like, take out the whole damn time limit thing, because that.
I mean, that's.
Or just remove a time limit.
The central mechanic is.
Yeah, they're. I hate games with time limits that
Dead
limit me.
Like, what's that game?
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
Dead Rising. I really
What
don't
about
like
racing games.
Racing games.
Technically, those are time limits.
Need for Speed Underground.
Like how some people save every survivor and within the time limit, it's just out. I don't know.
Excuse me. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, before we go, what is y'all thoughts on ray tracing? Because a lot of these systems, these graphics cards just have a hard time maintaining ray tracing and frames per second.
It's not worth the trade-off. Right now, I'm not that impressed. It's cool technology, sure, but it's not worth the trade-off and the performance that you get. If something like DLSS 2.0 becomes available in more games, then that can change. But till then, I just don't really care too much about ray tracing.
Okay. It's crazy because ray tracing isn't something new. It actually been out there, but why is it now that the company's having a hard time keeping up with it?
Because it's new-ish technology.
I think for gaming, it's new-ish.
Yeah,
seeing how we can implement the technology in games, just like VR.
Yeah, that too.
We're gonna have to really stumble around to really figure out how we can use this technology, and then eventually we're gonna get something like Half-Life Alyx that goes, "Oh, this is what VR is for." We'll have that. Oh, this is what ray tracing is for, and why it matters, and why it's fucking cool.
I would like to see. I would like to keep seeing VR improve, but I don't know. I'm just kind of worried of getting it when it's only like two games I'm probably going to get for it.
That technology is improving every fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
There are more and more interesting games. We've literally started off with tech demos of being amazed at, like, holy fuck, I could pick up a coffee cup, to full-fledged games.
So I've never had a chance to use VR. Are you able to like I wear glasses. Can I use it over my glasses? Do I have to take it off?
Yes.
You said
some of them have like spacers in between the headset where like it makes room for the glasses and everything, so it doesn't get in the way.
and since this is like over your eyes, can this make your eyesight get even worse, or it's just fine?
Staring at a
If
screen
you
at
stare
arm's
at
length will fuck up
anything
your eyes.
for a long time, you're gonna fuck up your eyes.
Reading fucks up your eyes.
Yeah.
Hold on, it does?
Yeah.
Reading
Using
makes
your
me
eyes is gonna strain your eyes. That's fucking up your eyes.
I was
Just
not
looking at this computer screen is gonna fuck up your eyes.
Don't take an optometrist to know that.
Well, I
Notice
said
that you look at your phone too close. If you're posting your phone right in front of your eyes, then it's gonna fuck up your eyeballs.
okay. So is it worth the what is it like $5.99 now?
Want to experience VR games, and your only option is a $600 system or a PlayStation VR that's like 4 or 5-ish. I wouldn't know because I don't own a PlayStation or a VR. If you want limited access to games, PSVR. If you want to spend the extra cash and play some actual VR games that are on Steam, then Valve, and Rift.
So one person told me that not all VRs play the same games. That there's some games only for that one VR. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here!
VRs.
Seriously?
System exclusivity,
Each
guy.
one has like different specs.
That's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
they're different
Welcome to
VR
the
sets.
Disney
That
world.
makes sense.
They want you to do your research.
Yeah, you gotta do your own research, bud.
They ain't gonna just go up and tell you like, oh, this game runs on this VR. This game runs on this VR. They ain't just gonna tell you that. You could just
They want you to be an informed consumer.
mm-hmm.
Take responsibility before you slap down your shekels.
Arizona is like the first game I want to get. Then maybe Project Alex. Do both of those?
Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life, Project Alex. Do both of those play? I don't know why I keep saying Project. Do both of those play on the same fucking system?
I'm not gonna give you a
Be an
solid yes.
informed consumer.
How the fuck?
You have a thing that you use to look at boobs.
research
Sir, I don't-
before you buy.
Well, sir, I don't know how going to my wife and looking at her boobs is going to help at all with that.
Jackal.
General check.
Jackal.
Nothing exists.
Jackal. That's a goddamn lie, and you know it.
You shut your whore mouth, damn it. Alright, so
Gonna open the floor to questions.
sure.
Yes, I have like 4. It's great. What if there was a singular console system, whatever, but Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo were published instead of hardware guys? How do you think that would?
I'm gonna need you like slow down like 5 miles per hour here.
Sorry, I'm
going, like,
actually excited to get questions out there.
He
It
is
was great.
excited. I can tell.
What if there was a singular console system, whatever, say a PC or a Nintendo Play box that Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo were game publishers instead of hardware guys? How would that affect the gaming landscape?
Damn, that's a very fucking good question.
Less
Everybody with their
competition.
technology, making games better.
Less competition between companies.
But then that means they all have a stronger hold on gaming. Like there will be no indie titles like that. You would have to work for a company, or your shit ain't gonna go.
Well, I think the console manufacturers now know the value of indie gaming.
I mean, look at Nintendo. Nintendo has a bunch
Look at Game Pass.
of
A bunch
indie
of indie
games.
games come out on Game Pass. Right fucking way. Carrion
Game
came out
Pass.
on Game Pass.
Oh,
Big boys realize that indies are important. Indies breed innovation and new ideas into the landscape.
It's really the only way you're going to get it because AAA companies, AAA budget games aren't going to take those chances the way that the indie games do.
Even the double A's that are slowly popping up won't take those many chances.
And I don't think you know how they trying to charge $70 now? I don't think they will be charging 70.
I think
They've
some
been
companies are going to do
more
that.
than
Ubisoft said they have no interest in doing that as of right now. 2K seems like the only publisher to really be jazzed about it.
Hey,
If 2K does,
matter of fact, that's crazy. They is trying to charge more when they already do so much microtransactions.
Microtransaction.
Yeah,
they've been charging more for games since deluxe edition, especially of benefit.
And taking advantage of Kobe Bryant's death too.
Yeah,
that's trifling.
I'm not a basketball fan, but I'm actually pretty peeved on that. That is just wrong.
It's fucking trifling, motherfucker. I would think that probably be awesome. So this whole console wars would be over with. But I think a lot of shit wouldn't go down normally. I think they were trying to take advantage with the whole thing of damn one system, one company. Shit, we don't gotta play ball with nobody no more. We do the fuck we want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wasn't there a system that tried to do
PC when Game Pass is a thing?
No, there was. I can't remember what the hell it was called, but it didn't have a long life cycle.
Oh
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
that was just a fake out PC, wasn't it?
I don't know what the hell Ouya was, but
it was crap.
I seen some of the games for it, and it was crap.
Hell, Atari's making a new system now.
Really?
Yep.
yeah. It's going to be a fucking shit show when that comes out.
I hope it ain't like the Jaguar was, because that was a disaster.
Is it going to be a 6-bit or is it going to be a full HD console?
With the new console? How the system architect is suing Atari for not being paid? That thing's going to be a fucking shit show when it comes out.
Wow.
The Jaguar looked like a successful launch, I reckon.
If there is a singular system, say the PC, right? Instead of focusing on fuck it, buy my system, what improvements in games do you think there would be?
Quality. I believe with Sony Tech, Nintendo and Microsoft would have better quality looking games and probably better stories.
Do you think we'd see more sequels, or would we get more unique IPs?
We will get sequels from established companies, and we will get new IPs from fresh faces in that companies, or the rise in AA gaming.
Okay. Next question. Sorry, unless we're still answering. Continue.
I was just going to ask, what's the difference between AA and AAA? Is AA is indies or?
If you see a commercial on TV, and then you see billboards everywhere, and then you see ads on YouTube and Twitch, it's AAA.
Okay.
You only see ads on one of these sites, it's probably AA. But if you don't see any ads at all, but your friend tells you about it, it's probably indie.
Okay, thank you.
Like Hellblade, AA. There's a really good stealth series called Styx. You're like a little goblin dude. That was fun. I would even call the Metro games sort of AA in a way. No, that's published by Warner Brothers. Let me check.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah, it sounds accurate.
That doesn't count then.
Third one was published by Warner Brothers. I don't know about the other two.
Okay, you can move on to the next question, bro.
I think it kind of rolls back around, but do you think graphics, resolution, and frame rate are as big selling points in the console sphere now that they're basically just PCs with their dicks cut off?
Yeah.
Does it necessarily
like that? But when push comes to shove, it really won't matter. It'll be about, can I play that cool game on that system, and can I play it with my friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think frame rate is ever going to be a selling point to the average console gamer. So, resolution, graphics, yes. Frame rate, performance, it's a little bit harder to sell that, to explain that to people. So, I don't think so.
My answer to me, no. it won't always be a selling point. Story, the story and gameplay will be my selling point unless that game look complete 100% ass. Not even putting this in 16-bit will save this game.
A few more questions, probably like multi parts. Crossplay, good, bad as a whole.
Good.
Very good. Very good.
It's a thing that people have been tying people's hands, being like, "Oh, we're not going to do that," when it's easy to do that.
People scared of crossplay because they believe that PC will annihilate them. But have you ever thought about co-op where we play games together?
Yeah, it's also
me. Yes, it's an amazing thing because I can play games with my brothers who own PS4s. Big ups.
Nice.
Like, think if the Dark Souls games ever could have had cross-play.
It should. It should have.
When they had PvP.
System that subtle though. It really doesn't need to be, but if the consoles are gonna make it a standard, they should make it a standard for all games. So fuck it.
Does it affect the input method arena at all?
See, that's I feel like there'd be a lot of like technology issues on the back end that I know nothing about. I'm just sitting here waving my bippity boppity boo wand. I know shit about the back end.
Call of Duty specifically, aim assist kind of makes your mouse aim irrelevant. You can basically tell when you're going up against a mouse and keyboard versus a controller user for the most part, because mouse guy will miss a few shots. The controller dude, aim assist right at your chest. Does mouse and keyboard really give you that much of an advantage, considering that aim assist strength and I guess fluidity are up to the developer?
I feel like if you're gonna give that much of a shit about having a competitive edge, you will give yourself the same competitive edge.
I feel that one. But if I'm on PC and aim assist is literally inactive,
all right,
there's not necessarily a way for me to get that same competitive edge with my mouse. Yeah. And if anyone's played Metal Gear Solid on PC, aim assist with a mouse is really fucking weird.
I would say if you have, I don't know, 2 players of what some would consider equal skill, one of them on PC, one of them on console, PC player is probably going to win because they have the more accurate tools to make that happen. But I don't know. That's
gray area. You don't have to be as accurate with a controller if aim assist is going to guide your aim.
I'm gonna say this: Destiny 2 has aim assist on both mouse and keyboard and controller. But the big difference is on mouse and keyboard, they literally took out the recoil.
Oh, damn.
So, that's an issue on their part.
Yeah, there's literally no recoil on mouse and keyboard, but there is on controller. But that aim assist is still there.
It's really weird.
I know. I when I got Destiny 2 on PC, I tried it out just to see what the difference was. That aim assist is still there. I do not like their aim assist in that game.
Aim assist on mouse is gross.
I just don't like it in general.
I don't have no opinion on this whatsoever.
Because I've always run into the same issue. When you're playing online with somebody, you're shooting at someone runs in front of that person, your aim goes for the person that ran in front of that person, and your controller, your view, your lock on that person that you're shooting at literally goes off onto that person who's running, and you're not even you're not even moving.
That's all my issue with aim assist. It's kind of
I hate it. I hate it. I haven't played too many first person shooters that had that issue. Modern Warfare 2, I didn't have that issue.
Wait, what?
I didn't have that issue with Modern Warfare 2.
PC or console?
Console.
All right.
I haven't played it on PC because I don't know what the servers are like, and I'm betting anything the servers on the PC version is going to be hacked.
Maybe, but
and I don't want to play a hack game.
No, I feel like they'd be hacked on console before PC.
Because... Oh, I played hacked versions on console, or hacked lobbies on console. I don't like it.
Does the frame rate argument still hold water, as the Xbox Series X now had certain titles rendering up to 120 frames per second? Of course, it's not going to be all titles, but in terms of, PC gets 120, consoles are stuck at 60, of course they have an advantage. Is that argument now null and void?
I think it should be an issue. Unless you're doing cross-platform. Or cross-play.
Yeah, but still in regards to crossplay.
Okay. Then, yeah. I think so.
And maybe two more questions. Input method. With the Microsoft Adaptive Controller, is PlayStation going to unveil something similar?
They need to.
Now you can get the adaptive controller working on the PlayStation, but do you think they'll have a counter for it?
I feel like they should. If not, third party should work on it. And if either of those options aren't viable for Microsoft, for Sony, maybe reach across the aisle and be like, "Hey, that controller's pretty cool. How about we put it on the PS4 too? Just so more people can play games, because our video games cool, bro."
I mean, I really like those controllers where you can have people that's able to play the game. I seen a really cool controller setup where a dude just used his breath playing a fighting game. It's like, damn, this puts me to shame because I have two working fucking hands and I still can't play fighting games as better this motherfucker that's blowing into the goddamn controller. But adaptive controller for just any disabled person to pick up and play, that's pretty cool. And it shouldn't even about competing. It should just be about making controllers that's suitable for people in general to be able to pick up and play.
Right. I mean, they would benefit for having adaptive controllers.
Mm-hmm. So that
would be they get more. They would get more money, from people buying the games, and two, you'd have more people just coming back and playing.
Yes, sir. 100%
give these other people, a choice of what system they want to play. Mm-hmm. Don't just give them that one option of an Xbox.
That is true. I'm shocked by all these years Sony or Nintendo haven't came out for something for handicapped people to play that shit.
But then again, there's some handicapped people that don't really need it. I mean, there's blind people, like people that have literally no sight whatsoever. Playing fighting games and whooping ass.
I mean, that's a whole different story. They had to learn to work around that issue.
It's all about sound.
Yes. Any more questions, brother?
Yeah, two more. All right. If that's cool with you guys.
Yes, sir.
of course, the current consoles, mouse and keyboard support is kind of natively supported, and if it's not, then you gotta like go through some workabouts. But our mice and keyboards are going to be a regular occurrence with the new coming consoles.
I hope they add mouse and keyboard support. That would be pretty cool, especially if you're gonna put RTS games on your systems, which doesn't really feel good working with a damn controller for those games. I hope so.
Yeah, I agree because like if I were to play an MMO on a console, like I'm so used to MMOs on keyboard.
I rather use a mouse and keyboard with an MMO, especially on a console. Have you played Final Fantasy? What was it, 14?
Yeah,
Played it, but I've seen the UI and it is garbage.
the controller on that game I do not like at all.
Props to them.
That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing that game. I did not like controller support for that.
Especially
Yeah,
if you're
it
paying
was garbage.
$14. Especially if you're paying $14, what, every month or every 3 months?
That game does support keyboard though,
Yes.
thankfully. Even though I have it on PC and PS4, so I guess it doesn't matter. But
I know that Siege was banning players, or they came out made a public statement saying that it is quote unquote cheating to use a mouse and keyboard on console. This was like last year, 2 years ago. Is it fair for devs to limit the use of input methods on their games?
I feel like people are going to use them anyway, so you really shouldn't.
I mean,
think that you should be able to play the game any way you.
Like you're using a turbo controller, you know.
And for you to be banned from a game that you paid $60 for, I think that should be a fucking loss.
I mean, I don't see how using keyboard and mouse on a console game would be considered cheating.
People get hurt over anything, so.
yeah,
I mean, that just sounds retarded to me.
like with Modern Warfare, the newest one, how you can play with mouse and keyboard on the console version. Like so many people complain about that.
Let them
I've been
complain.
able to use mouse and keyboard since like the PS3.
If they die, they die.
Wrapped around to the adaptive controller. If you're reading inputs from another device that's not a insert controller here, is it fair to get banned for it? I guess the answer is no.
No, it's not. It's not fair to be banned for it. As long as it be played on the system, it should be able to play. If it wasn't meant to be played on the system, Microsoft or Sony wouldn't allow it to be played on the fucking system. Matter of fact, you as the game company that made the game should have a kill switch. No, you have to use the controller, and bam, you just put on the switch to make sure nobody able to use anything other than fucking controller. Banning somebody because they use a keyboard and mouse, like that's fucking lazy.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Well, if that's it, boys, I'll be wrapping this up unless anybody else have anything else to say.
I'm good myself.
I'm okay.
All right, Dickalonius, Icy wins. Anything else?
I'm good.
That's it from me, man.
All right, I thank y'all for coming to the Jackals Living Progress. I need to wake my son up so he don't keep me up till 4:00 in the goddamn morning again. Thank you all for showing up. Peace.
No problem, brother.
You guys have a good one, man. Take care.
Before y'all leave, do y'all want to shout out y'all YouTube channels or whatnot? Gameplays, gaming systems y'all plays.
I ain't got nothing to shout out myself. So
Dark Side Phil, side with a Y.
I don't even like doing that on someone else's shit, so I'll pass.
I mean, you got a good YouTube channel. I just subscribe to it, bro. You can let the audience know what's your YouTube channel.
You're looking at it. It's the same name. You are looking at it.
Also, y'all comfortable with me posting this thing up? Okay, cool. Because I was going to edit. I was going to put a picture over this, so I'll just make sure that so everybody able to see our names. Decipher. What about you?
Oh no, I'm good, man. I really don't have a lot of content on my channel. I'm actually working on it right now, so I'd rather not link it.
Your gamer tag, at least.
Xbox is Gaiden XP. Steam, it's Decipher, the same as my name here.
Okay, cool. Well, that's it, y'all. Thank you for showing up. Let me wake this little kid up. Peace.
Take care, guys.
That's it.